I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL. I have the great pleasure to be joined by my good friend Cameron from Carolina Fragrance Reviews. How you doing, Cam?
I'm good, Chris. Thank you so much for having me.
Always welcome here in the FRAG-MENTAL studio. In this video, Cam and I are going to be telling you what our top 8 designer fragrances are.
Stay tuned to FM.
So I'm a big fan of Cameron's channel. If you haven't checked out his channel, I'll leave a link in the description below this video, so go over there and show him some love. Cameron and I seem to have very similar tastes in fragrances. I think that's fair to say, isn't it?
Definitely, Chris. I know that you're a huge tobacco fan, and so am I, and a lot of the stuff you review is stuff that I dig too. You've actually turned me on to a couple that I've got samples of. I remember that Oud Monarch that you're talking about. That is a stellar fragrance.
The Bortnikov, yeah, it's a great one.
Yes,
hey man, and it's great to have you here in my studio as well.
Hey,
I never thought we'd manage to do it, but here we are.
Hey, it's who to thunk it, man. And thank you so much again for having me. I really appreciate you having me on your channel.
Come round for a cup of tea anytime, my friend.
Same here, and you're welcome to North Carolina. Have an ice cold beer with me as well, brother.
I'll hold you to that. All right, now we're going to go through our 8 fragrances. We decided we'd go for 8 because, you know, everyone's doing top 10s, and we didn't want to be boring and do a top 9. We wanted to keep it even numbers. I don't know why, but we settled on top 8. I think the main reason was that we didn't want this video to go on for too long, because when two frag heads get together, you tend to just start to get a little bit excited about the frag chat. So we're going to do 4 each. And I'm going to give Cameron, my guest on my channel, the honour of starting with his first fragrance. So take it away, Cam.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. My first one is Pure Malt by Mugler. This one has been in my collection for some time, Chris. It does have some similarities of the original Amen DNA. I do like, you know, liquor smelling fragrances, but this one has a nice malty liquor smell to it. And this batch actually is from 2009. I know it's been reformulated and doesn't have the performance that it used to, but this batch right here actually really throws down on performance.
I mean, Pure Malt is just an amazing fragrance. I have it as well. I think any little tweak to that original Amen DNA just works so well. I love what they're doing, and I'm really excited about the Mugler Ultimate, which is due for release sometime this year, so it must be pretty soon. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that one as well. I hope that one turns out not to be disappointing, because so far all the flankers that have came from this line have been rather promising for the most part.
I would say yes, I agree. I think the flankers, you know, Pure Tonka, Wood, I think they've all been, you know, Ultra Zest, that gets a load of love. So yeah, really excited. Great choice, Pure Malt, love it. I'm going to go in with my first choice now.
All right.
And this is a fragrance that is one of the favourites in my collection of designers because it's so versatile. I can wear this any occasion, any time of year, and I think you'll agree with me, Cam. My choice here is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. You know, this is just, it's got a beautiful, almost addictive freshness. You know, you first smell this and just sniffing the nozzle now, it just lifts me every time I smell this. But then the base of the tonka and the sweetness, it's just a really nicely balanced fragrance. I think it's really masculine. I think it's really crowd pleasing. It's a dumb reach to wear whenever you like, but it's certainly not boring. What do you think about this one, Cam?
I have a deep love affair with that fragrance, Chris. You mind if I catch a little whiff of that from you, bud?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I know we're both here in the same studio and all, but you know, let's make this a little bit more exciting. Instead of just handing it to you, I'm going to use my new Portal app, okay?
You got that Portal app, man? How did you get that thing? Where do I download that at?
Just go to the App Store. So if you download it, because if I pass you the fragrance, you need the app to then pass it back to me, okay? So you download it, all right? And I'll just fire the Portal up here. I'm just gonna find the app on my phone. There we go. All right, Portal app. go.
Okay, mine.
And there it is.
Mine's opening. Go ahead.
Great, so I'm just going to pass it through now, passing it through the portal.
Haha! Hey, hey, Chris. Was that a 50 ml that you were just holding?
Yeah, but why is yours doubled in size? Is that 100 ml?
It's 100 ml. Size matters, brother.
It's not what my wife tells me, but anyway, okay. It's obviously changed the size as it's passed through the portal. There's some kind of quantum realm going on, I guess. So if you just fire up the portal your side and pass it back to me.
Okay, let me. Do you think I can really do that? Can I pass it back to you, even though it's 100 ml?
Yeah, you just go to the portal app on your phone, pass it back through. It'll probably be 50 ml when it comes back to me, but you know, that's fine.
Chris, it says I've got too many apps downloaded. It's not working for some reason. I think I need to clean my phone out.
Is that right?
Yeah. Do you think I can, after we're done filming, maybe I can, you know, clean my phone up and maybe send it back to you later today or tomorrow or something?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to the next fragrance. So back to you, Cam. What is your next top designer?
Okay, my next one is from Tom Ford. It is Plum Japonais, or some people call it Japonais or Japanese. You know, there's a lot of pronunciations, but in the South, a lot of people would probably look at this and be like, Plum Japonais or something like that. But this is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. This is one of my favorite from the Tom Ford collection, and I've been wearing this one a lot. And have you tried this one, Chris?
Yes, I've tried it in store, and I have a clone of it, and it's beautiful DNA. I agree with you. It's that anything with dark fruits in, I just think is gorgeous, and it's got that, you know, full-bodied richness and quality that you get with the private blend, and a great one for this time of year as well.
Absolutely. And during the fall, this is probably my most worn fall fragrance especially from the Tom Ford private collection. Definitely, this is my favorite one out of the lot. What have you got for me?
Well, we have another Tom Ford private blend coming up in the video, which you know, I'll do it next. Are you ready for my Tom Ford?
Yeah, let's see what you got.
The Tom Ford private blend that I have in my designers is Oud Wood, and I know you've included a private blend, and I have as well. But you know, Tom Ford is a designer house. I know that some people class them as niche, but technically it is designer. It's luxury designer, so I think it's fine to include it in the designer part of the video. Oud Wood is a special one for me. People who watch my channel know why. Up until the point I smelled Oud Wood, I'd just been wearing generic designers and enjoying them, things like Invictus Aqua, and I smelled Oud Wood, and I just didn't realise a fragrance could smell as good as this. It's got the woods, it's got cardamom, it's got vanilla, tonka bean. It's just a beautiful composition that blew me away the first time I smelled it. It's gentlemanly, it's masculine, it's crowd pleasing. This is one from the private blend that gets compliments now and then. It's got a versatility to it. You know, it just, every time I smell this fragrance, it just sends a little shiver down my spine because it's special to me and transports me to another place. So Oud Wood is one of my all-time favorite designers. Yeah, Oud Wood is very special to me as well, Chris. You know, when that fragrance was first introduced to me, people were saying that it was, you know, like some people were thinking it was a little too much, but I actually think it's one of the most wearable oud fragrances, especially for like somebody just starting out with an oud fragrance. In my personal opinion, it would be one of the more easier ones to wear, and very mass appealing, and definitely a compliment magnet for sure. Yeah, I think the oud in the name is a little misleading. I think they could have had the fragrance without oud in the name, because I don't really get a lot of oud from it at all. No, I agree 100%. All right, what's your next one then? Okay, my next one is a 2019 release. Mine is the new Giorgio Armani Code Absolu. Have you had a chance to get your nose on this one yet? I have, yeah. It's really nice. I enjoy it. I have to say that I have code Profumo, and out of the two, I do prefer that one. But Absolu's nice, yeah.
Yeah, this
good choice.
Yeah, it has a nice opening with some orange and some apple. It also has some tonka, and it has some carrot seed, which actually kind of gives it just a slight little earthiness to it, but it's still very fresh. I get a lot of compliments from it. Out of like Armani Code line, I think the Profumo and this one are my favorite, but I actually like this one just a little bit better than the Profumo, and I think this one may go down as one of the better releases of 2019. It's on the designer side anyway.
Yeah, certainly a strong release. There was a few in 2019 that weren't that great, but I think the Code Absolu was, one of the better releases 2019. Good choice.
Thank you, sir. What have you got?
My next one then. We've both had one from the Private Blend. We've both got one from the Amen flanker line, because my next one is Mugler's Amen Pure Havane. So this is the beautiful Amen Patchouli DNA with our favourite note, Cam, tobacco.
Yes.
With the sweetness of honey as well. And I don't know about you, and I think you probably feel the same way about Pure Malt, but I feel like adding the tobacco and the honey on top of the Amen DNA improves it. It actually improves the DNA, because I prefer Pure Havane and Pure Malt to I love the original Amen, but I prefer Pure Malt and Pure Havane. Being a big tobacco fan, I adore this one. I've grown to really like the bottles, and I think it's a really affordable fragrance here in the UK. It's around £40 for 100 ml, and I get great performance. So, it just ticks a lot of boxes for me. I love it. Yeah,
it is a fantastic fragrance. And adding that tobacco and honey, that is a major turn on for me as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and definitely an improvement off of the original DNA, no question about it.
So what's your next one, Cam?
Okay, my next one is from Yves Saint Laurent. It is an oldie but a goodie, Homme. And this one still gets a lot of wear for me. It still gets a lot of attention, still gets a lot of compliments. There isn't many times that I can pull this fragrance out where, no matter what the occasion is, whether it's, a date night situation, work, whatever, it's kind of like one of those dumb reach fragrances for sure. But, even though it's been out a long time, it still works as good as it did the day I bought it. And I've been through a few bottles of this one as well. How about you?
I've got to say that, I just really know Le Nuit de l'Homme and Le Nuit de l'Homme EDP. I've never really worn L'Homme, but I hear a lot of good talk about it. So in the others, cardamom is a main note. Is that a main note in L'Homme as well? Yeah. Yes. Based around the cardamom.
Yes, and it has some vetiver and let's see, ginger in the opening is what makes it really bright and crisp as well. So it has a very nice opening.
They're all quite spicy, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yep, very nice, very clean, very mass appealing. It's and that ginger kind of, it kind of opens your sinuses whenever you first spray it. But it just nice dry down on it for sure. Solid
choice, Cam. All right, I'm going to go in with my last one, and this is a fragrance that is a designer, but to me, it smells more like a niche fragrance. It's Dior Homme Parfum. So this is the classical, based around the classical iris that you get from the Dior Homme line. And I love the iris in the Dior Homme line. I love Dior Homme Intense as well. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. This is even more masculine. I think Dior Homme Intense is very masculine and gentlemanly, but this even more so because we've got that slightly darker, little more intense leather note. So it's iris over leather, and I just think it's quite versatile. I could wear this in the warmer months, particularly here in the UK, but it does work so well because it's a slightly darker fragrance. It works so well in the cooler months, so I can wear it all year round, and I have done. I have worn this through that. I think your summers are probably hotter than ours here in the UK. But
ours are brutal.
I'm lucky enough to be able to wear fragrances like this through through our summer. I mean, don't get me wrong, we do have some hot days in summer, 1 or 2. So Dior Homme Parfum is my favourite, just over Dior Homme Intense. Niche quality in a designer bottle. Amazing.
I agree 100%. It's an excellent fragrance for sure. One of my favorites from Dior as well. And like you said, that leather mixed with the iris makes it very masculine, but it's also very mass appealing and definitely full of compliments. That's a beautiful fragrance. Great pick, Chris.
Yeah, it's a real treasure in my collection, as are all of these fragrances, and as yours are as well. Great choices, Cam. I think, you know, you pulled them out of the bag there. I'm loving your designer choices.
Thank you. I enjoyed yours as well, and I still got to get that Chanel back to you. So
make sure you clear some space to download the app.
Yeah. I think my son downloaded some games on there or something. I just gonna have to remove those so I can get it back over to you.
Okay, make sure you do. All right. Well, that's all our 8 fragrances. I hope you guys enjoyed our list. It's been great to have Cameron in the FRAG-MENTAL studio. Thank you for coming in, Cam. You're welcome, as I said, anytime.
Thank you so much, Chris. It's been a complete pleasure. It's been nice hanging out with you in your studio, man. It's been awesome. It's been real. And you're welcome to head to my studio as well anytime you want. I'll leave the light on for you.
I will do. I think I'll be making a trip to get my Alone Spot Extreme back at some point, unless you find space on your phone.
I'll get that worked out.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. All right, so those are our choices. I hope you enjoyed this little video. We wanted to do something special for a collaboration, and this has been a lot of planning to put this one together, so hopefully it's worked out. Thank you for watching. I want to know if you've tried these fragrances. I want to know what your let's say what your top 4 designers are, so leave some comments down below. Let us know what you think about these choices. Let us know what you think about the format of this video. Should we do videos like this again, team up on the same screen, and then just have a bit of a chat, 2 frag heads getting together. But that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it useful. Remember, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good. And we're out.
That seemed like it flowed pretty decent to me. I guess the proof will be in the pudding.